Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Backyard Baseball Mighty Fishes League Play Journey. This is episode number 18, and it will feature game number 2 of the Super Entire Nation Tournament semifinals, where we have a 1-0 series lead over the Lucky Duckies. It was pretty much a massacre in game number 1. We were up 17-0 after 2 innings. So we will, of course, be expecting a stronger performance from the Duckies in this game. But it was a solid, confidence-boosting effort in game number 1. But we need to bring that same level of energy to game 2, with the hopes of advancing to the Super Entire Nation Tournament Finals. So let's get right into this game and see how it goes.
This is Sunny Day, and I'm here with Finny the Gooch, ready for another game of baseball!
You know, Sonny, it was on a day just like this that a baseball came crashing through our front living room window.
That sounds horrible! Did you ever find out who did it?
Well, I never said I didn't know who did it.
Huh. Well, let's get right into the game! This time, we've got Mighty Fishes going head-to-head against Lucky Duckies. Talk about a clash of the titans!
Enough talk. Let's put the pedal to the metal.
So we will once again be the road team in this one. This seems to be a pattern with these series, that it's the same setup for who's home and who's road. I hope that gets changed in the future, because it's not necessarily accurate to real playoffs, as Pete Wheeler leads off with a line out to center field.
It's the pint-sized powerhouse,
The
Pablo
Duckies
Sanchez,
starting
coming up to
Sidney
bat.
Weber in this game on the mound.
Doesn't speak any English. We all know he's a rad dude.
One managed to slip through.
As Pablo takes strike 1.
That kid is gonna need
And
plane
this
tickets to
is
catch that
skied
one.
up in the
Say
infield,
goodbye
caught
to
by the
Hustle
shortstop.
Runners
And
Let's
that
see.
is 2 batters and 2 outs.
He has a powerful
So a
sneeze
strong
and a powerful
start
swing.
so far by the Duckies.
And that's a strike.
But in game number 1, we were lethal
beware.
with
This one's
2
raring to
outs.
go. That
But
retires
not
the
in this
side.
inning, as that
Who'll get him
is
in the next
lined
one?
out to first, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the first for the Duckies, and we obviously do
Pull
not
out your
score.
pens and paper, people.
Can
Dimitri
Luan
coming
Louis
up to bat
match
with some
that
brave
here in
innings
the
ready.
bottom
Dimitri has
of
calculated
inning
the
number
perfect
1?
way to hit a baseball. Let's see if he can execute.
She and her Teddy make one
That is
dynamic
skied
move.
to right
Oh,
field,
be
but a
sure to
good
take out anyone who
move
even thinks
by
about
Mikey
stealing
Thomas
base.
to
She says
haul
that
that
Teddy
one in,
gets her
and that
advice
is
on
out number
Here
1.
comes the neighborhood's newest ace, towing the rubber and ready to deal.
A new face steps in as batter. Let's see if the kid's got the swing to match.
Lines one.
And that one is lined over the right field fence. How about that getting a hold of the slow ball? And the Duckies take a 1-0 lead. So already a very different feel to game number 2 than what we had in game 1,
Strike on the count.
as we fall behind 1-0.
In its shadow.
This one is popped out to Pete Wheeler for out number 2. Of course, in the playoffs, we have faced larger deficits,
Ready to rock.
so no need to panic, of course, but is notable to see that the Duckies have come out much stronger here in Game 2, although Jocinda Smith makes a nice play to finish off the bottom of the first, where the Duckies do get a run on the solo homer, So we go to the second inning down 1-0, and Ahmed Khan leading us off.
He has his pregame hype songs. Yikes! That's a ball. Strike one. Two strikes.
Couple nice pitches from Sydney Weber there, and that is getting her to a 1-2 count, but Ahmed fights off that pitch. It goes just foul. So still 1-2 here. And she got him. He swings through the right hook, and that is a strikeout for Sydney Weber to start off the top of the second. Can Jocinda Smith get our offense going? That looks in the zone, and she gets a hold of it, sending it to left center field. And that will be our first base hit of the game. A solid single from Jocinda Smith.
Get ready for a money ball, baby. That ball was hit
Vlad
so
Guerrero
high
is
out
going
that
to sky this one to center. That will be caught on the flyout. So 1 on and 2 outs as Amir Khan comes up to bat.
Sticks ain't as strong as his brother, but don't underestimate him. It's headed straight
And
down.
he's also going to send this to center. That will be caught once again, and that is back-to-back scoreless innings from Sydney Weber. And it is 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second.
It's Sydney Weber.
One half of the infamous Weber twins, which
1 strike, still some breathing room. Two strikes.
Quickly down 0-2 as Luann executing some strong pitches here. Can she finish it off? Absolutely a lovely slow ball. And that is out number 1.
let's see if this kid can actually ball or if they're just good standing there. Personally. And that's a strike.
Teddy's the best pitcher. Gets under it.
And this one is sent over to the right side. Well fielded by Pete Wheeler, and he is going to win any race to the base, and that is out number 2.
It's our favorite rookie.
A new face steps in as batter. Let's see if
Swing goes the
That
batter.
one sent to short, but caught by Ernie Steele. And that is the end of the second. Still 1-0 as we fly through the first 2 innings of this game. Defense looking strong on both sides, and well executed pitching as well, of course. But this one is in the zone, and Ernie Steele swings through it, so that is 2 strikes already. Can he protect? He manages to hit it, but it's a ground ball to second, and that is out number 1.
Luann Louie and her trusty sidekick Teddy are at bat.
Some say that bear holds the spirit of a legendary ball
Now
player.
Luann Louie
And that's
up to
why
bat.
Luann is such a great player.
And
She gets a hold of one, but that is once again an out to center field. And quickly 2 outs for the Duckies as our bats have gone quiet to start this game. To the point that Pete Wheeler is going to drop down a bunt, and of course he will easily be safe at first base.
the living legend, Pablo Sanchez, is here
Been
to show
a
us how
while
it's
since
done.
we've felt the need to bunt, but when you're not getting anything going, you try to take advantage of your other tools, and speed can certainly kill.
Look at those wheels.
And Pete, of course, going to steal second, and he's been called out. I don't know what just happened. He's been called out at second base. It looked like he was safe by a mile. I don't know if he came off the bag by accident or something, but he has been called out. And that will end the top of the third, as Luann starts us off with a ground out. Going to have to get some clarification from the umpire on what happened on that play. He was initially called safe, and then they called him out. Jocinda Smith making a play here as well, so quickly 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
His strategies are flawless, and he knows every baseball stat.
All eyes are on the pitch.
And this one is sky to right field once again, but Mikey Thomas gets there. Great running catch. So that ends the third inning. And Pablo Sanchez not going to come back up to bat. It will be Mikey Thomas. So another thing that the game should deal with. It's the 4th inning, and it's 1-0. Mikey Thomas starting us off strong, though, with a line drive to right center field. And I am being told it was a hidden ball trick by the Duckies. They faked the throw back to the pitcher and tagged Pete Wheeler when he stepped off the base. So I guess credit where credit is due, and a very nice diving catch in left field by Dmitry Petrovic for the first out of the inning. I apologize that my mind just scrambled. It was so unexpected what happened on that steal attempt. But you have to give credit, and how about some credit to Jocinda Smith, who launches it to center field, breaking the shackles that Sidney Weber has had us in to start this game with a big-time 2-run home run, and we take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 4th. That was big time to get us some much-needed momentum. Now can Vlad Guerrero continue it? That was a solid pitch that he was unable to catch up with. And then he's going to send this one to center field. Center fielder has been busy in this game. That is another fly out. And now 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. And how about another fly out? Just keep hitting it to center field, expecting different results, and that will end the top of the 4th. However, we do score on the big-time home run from Jocinda Smith, which gives us a 2-1 lead as we move to the bottom of the 4th of this impressive pitcher's duel that we have seen so far. A rare sight in this league, which has been offensive dominant for the most part. And that one is sent to left field, gets past Vlad, and he has some trouble fielding the ball, and then muffs his throw to Ernie Steele, so that will be a leadoff double. Probably should have been a single. And there were 2 strikes on the batter there, so an unfortunate turn of events as the Duckies try to come right back at us here in the bottom of the 4th. Once again, however, Luann Louis getting 2 strikes. And this time she finishes it off. 3 straight heat pitches to get the first out of the inning here.
Here comes the newcomer, ready to rock the stadium.
Now here's a kid who looks like they practiced their home run.
Hit hard.
Now
And that one is snagged by Ahmed Khan. A great catch at third base. So 2 outs and the runner still on second base.
And that's a strike.
Here comes a patented Teddy Tag Game Flow. Grounder to right
And
field.
that one caught a decent amount of the plate. Can Mikey make the play to first?
Runners
Not
on first and
quite.
third. This just
A good effort there in right field, but it is a single, and that means it is first and third with 2 outs. When Louis trying to finish off this 4th inning, but the elevator pitch is absolutely blasted. Unbelievable. 305 feet to right center field, and the Duckies are leading 4-2 after that massive home run. We will bring in Ernie Steele now to try and get the last few outs, but a screaming line drive is thrown his way. So that is another single. And for the first time in a while, we are down in the second half of the game. This one is sent to Pablo. He tries to make the play to second, doesn't quite get it done. So the 2-out rally continues now, first and second. With a 4-2 lead, can the Duckies add on? That is sent over to third and caught by Ahmed Khan. So that finishes off the bottom of the 4th, but the big-time 3-run home run gives the Duckies the lead right back. It is 4-2 as Ernie Steele looks to lead us off in the top of the 5th. And he will, of course, line out to center, our favorite method of getting out. And Sidney Weber continuing to just dominate our lineup in this game.
A little doinker.
And Luann drops down the bunt. Will she get to first? Yes. Having to resort to whatever methods we can of scoring runs. You never want to put yourself in an elimination game if you can avoid it. Looks like Pete Wheeler going to drop down another bunt as well, using his speed. And that is 2 on here with 1 out, as we try to get right back into this one. Pablo Sanchez is up. Definitely the hitter you would want up in this situation. Can he deliver?
A solid pitch with personality.
Absolutely. On the first pitch, he gets a hold of it off the scoreboard. Another scoreboard shot for us. And Pablo Sanchez gives us the lead on a 3-run blast, matching the one from the Duckies in the bottom of the 4th. And we now lead 5-4 with Mikey Thomas coming up to bat. And he misses out on an undergrounder opportunity, but then hits one into left field, and that will drop for a single. So 1 on and 1 out. 3 runs already across here in the 5th. And Ahmed Khan is going to hit one to the gap as well. This will allow Mikey Thomas to get to third base, and it will be runners at the corners for Jocinda Smith, who got the offense going in the 4th with her 2-run home run. And this one is sent to left field. Mikey Thomas will score, making it a 6-4 game. Now runners on first and second with Vlad Guerrero coming up to bat. He gets a hold of one to left field, but there is some confusion on the base paths. from Ahmed Khan, and he will be thrown out at third. Couldn't really tell if that had been caught in the air or not, and that moment of hesitation does cost him.
All eyes are on the pitch.
So 2 on and 2 outs as this is sent to center field on a hop, but it will get Vlad Guerrero thrown out at second base, so that ends the 5th. 4 runs from it. For us, the big 3-run homer by Pablo Sanchez, the biggest highlight there, but obviously we are not out of the woods by any stretch with just a 2-run lead. Moving into the bottom of the 5th, Dmitry Petrovich leading off for the Duckies. And Ernie Steele starts strong, delivering 2 strikes. Can he finish it off?
Win goes the batter.
Not quite, but Pablo fields it in the gap and doesn't quite have enough oomph on the throw.
Look out.
So it is a leadoff single
Ready to rock
for
this
Dmitry.
stadium. My time to shine.
Strike 1.
I'll let you swing again, if you want.
Ready and waiting.
This one is skied up to
There, out of
the
there.
left side. Pablo fielding it on a hop and getting the lead runner out
Taking
at
the
second.
mound today, this
So
batter is
1 on
leading the
and
bases.
1 out here.
Smacks one
This
towards
one
the
is
gap.
skied to right field. It's going to get past Mikey Thomas to the wall.
Sent to
And
center.
as he fields it, he trips. So
Runners
it
on
will
first
be
and third.
first and
It's getting
third
exciting.
with just the 1 out
Comes the
as
newcomer.
the Duckies are threatening once again to get back into this game.
And that's a strike.
You missed, but great posture.
That's 2.
2 strikes here from Ernie Steele. Can he finish off this at-bat? It is grounded to third. Can Ahmed Khan make the throw? Yes. So getting the out at first. Any out is a good out, but it does mean that there is now second and third. Sydney Weber up to bat with 2 outs. And she gets a hold of one, and it's going to get through. Amir Khan does field it, gets it back into the pitcher, but a run scores.
Here comes
So
the
it is
newcomer.
now 6-5, runners at the corners with 2 outs here in the 5th.
One strike. Still some breathing room.
No more funny business.
That one's got some
And that
hang
one is
time.
grooved in the zone, but Pablo makes a nice little running catch to get that one. And we get out of the inning with just the 1 run allowed. So we move to the 6th with the game at 6-5.
That's one powerful
Ernie Steele
strike.
trying to help out his own cause as he lines a single to
First
center.
base is occupied.
Can we get any insurance runs here? Sydney Weber still on the mound, even though she is exhausted. But she has been absolutely dealing in this game. Luann Louis sends it to center field now. Ernie Steele getting a
That'll
late
do it for the
break.
runner.
So he is thrown out easily at
Looking a
second.
bit confused, we have
Runner
Pete Wheeler
on
stepping up to
first.
the plate.
Hello.
1
pleasure
out.
to meet you.
Pete Wheeler up to bat in a 6-5 game, and he's gonna drop down another bunt.
Flex it.
This is his 3rd bunt in a row, but he knows that his speed can be deadly, and so he's just trying to get
The
on
living
base.
legend, Pablo Sanchez is
And
here
now
to show us how
Pablo
it's done.
Sanchez coming up to bat once again. Hit the big 3-run home run last inning to give us a 5-4 lead. Now at 6-5. Can he do it again? Not out of the park, but he hits it to the wall in
Now this
center
is
field. That will score Luann Louis.
folks.
And Pete Wheeler gets to third. So 7-5. 1 out here in the inning. And Pablo Sanchez looks to steal second. The first and third play is executed perfectly, and it is 8-5 now. Runner on second. An exhausted Sidney Weber still on the mound. This one is, however, going to be lined to center field. Pablo thought about tagging and turns around and makes it back to second base without a throw. 2 outs, runner on second, 8-5 lead. Sidney Weber still trying to get through this. And the right fielder trips on the Ahmed Khan line drive. So that will be an RBI single, pushing the lead to 9-5. And I will say we are taking advantage of the fact that our opponents and the computer in general won't change the pitcher until a pitch in an at-bat where nothing happens. So a called strike or a swinging strike, as Jocinda Smith just had there, or a ball. So we were able to be aggressive on the first pitch to take advantage of the exhausted starting pitcher that was Sidney Weber. And that is going to be crushed by Jocinda Smith. That is her second home run of the game. Another 2-run blast. And that puts us up 11-5. So a fantastic effort there. But I do want to shout out Sidney Weber, who pitched 5 2/3. Really tried to put the team on her back, but just ran out of gas. As Vlad Guerrero misses out on the aluminum power swing. And hits the orange bolt to right field. Can he make it in time? Yes, he can. So that is a single to keep the top of this inning going.
And that's a ball, folks.
Amir Khan takes ball 1. We have finally gotten the offense going here in the 6th. With a 5-run inning so far. First and second, 2 outs as Ernie Steele comes up to bat. Once again, he got it all started, and this time he will hit it to center field on a hop. Amir Khan thrown out at second to finish off a big-time top of the 6th. We push the lead out to 11-5, and can we defend it here with Ernie Steele? Starts off strong with strike number 1. But that slow ball is grounded into right field. And that will be a leadoff single for the Duckies.
A new face steps in as batter. Let's see if the kids got the swing to match the swagger.
Ball 1.
And that one is sent right to Ernie Steele. He's going to take the easy out at first, allowing the runner to advance to second. But all that matters is getting 3 outs by any means necessary. So 1 out has been recorded here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs away from advancing in the Super Entire Nation Tournament. This one is grounded over to the left side, and Ernie Steele with a strong throw records out number 2. And now it is Dmitry Petrovic, the last hope for the Duckies to try and keep this going.
to left
And
field.
he sends that over too short. It's a tough play for Pablo, but he gets the throw over to Pete on a hop. And we have won the game 11-5, but a quality contest to be sure. Excellent pitching from Sidney Weber. Kept us at bay for most of the game, but we got it going in the last few innings, managing to pull away in the 6th with an 11-5 victory. Pablo Sanchez ruled the MVP for that big go-ahead 3-run home run, but a big shout-out to Jocinda Smith as well, as she had 2 home runs, and the first one got the offense going. Luann Louis and Ernie Steele combining to get us the victory from the mound, and it does appear that we will be facing the Crunchy Cookies in the Super Entire Nation Finals. Another best 2 out of 3 series. Looks like they turned things around against the Mammoths, so we have that to look forward to, but the important thing in this game is that we have sealed a 2-0 series victory over the Duckies, who brought forth a much, much better performance in game number 2. We certainly had to work for that victory. Shout out to Sidney Weber for her efforts on the mound. But we will take the win and take the advancement as we are continuing our postseason journey. Hope you enjoyed that game. Thank you, as always, for watching, and we will catch you all next time.